Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about what are some of the best real estate deals you need to be aware of, keep on the radar for this fall/winter of 2024. I can promise you some of them you are not suspecting, especially what I call my secret buy at the very end. So stay tuned. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you'd like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing, make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you are coming down to Northwest Arkansas, definitely let me know. Let me put you on the calendar. We can check out some homes for sale, check out some homes for rent, and we can check out, obviously have some coffee, talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America. And if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on down in Bentonville? What is Fayetteville like? What are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? All the things you'd want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 packaged, little package, shipped right to your home. Right to your home. Let me know in the information below, and obviously the link below. Enter all the information. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. It literally comes a package right to your home. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. And the first real estate buy you want to be paying attention to this fall-winter season, I've mentioned this in my list before, but I want to make sure it's emphasized again, and that's the fact that you want to be paying attention to some of the newer builds in Bella Vista area. Now, the thing I say about this is that a lot of the newer builders that have started building earlier this year, their projects are finally come due and they're trying to sell. They didn't sell them by the end of summer, early fall, and now they need to start writing them off for the books before the end of the year. So be paying attention to some really interesting price reductions. There's been a couple clients that I've gotten under contract that I've been in contact with builders with that basically did a fire sale. So they looked at the house at $375, and then I was staying in contact with the builder/agent, and they said, hey, we're about to do a fire sale and we're going to list it at $325, and we got it. So I'll let you put the numbers together. Long story short, this upcoming fall, winter, be aware of some of those things happening. And that's the reason I say smaller builders in Bella Vista. There's not many big builders in Bella Vista, first off. But that's why you're going to see these things with smaller builders, is because they didn't hit the mark when it came to selling in the summer/fall. And so they need to exit stage left in this later stage. So just be aware of that. You'll probably see some decent price reductions, some fire sales. Make sure you're in on instant home updates. I'll talk about that in a second, but that is going to be a game changer for you. But long story short, Bella Vista, smaller home builders, definitely watch out for those upcoming very soon. The second real estate deal you need to be aware for this fall/winter of 2023, and this is going to be something new to my list that I really, really want everyone started paying attention to this upcoming next couple of years, is going to be Siloam Springs in general. Now, the reason I mention that is because there's a lot of money handshakes between Arkansas and Oklahoma, and there's a major highway called 412 that sits between both Tulsa and also Northwest Arkansas. And they are definitely connected in many ways, both financially as well as commerce. So about 2 years ago, the previous governor of Arkansas noted that there's going to be a couple $100 million, almost $1 billion of investment on 412, which cuts through Siloam Springs over to Tulsa. If you're going to chase growth and development, definitely pay attention to Siloam Springs. There's already been a lot of advancements there, new businesses moving there, and it's kind of off the radar. So if you're looking for investments, if you're looking for kind of a more affordable home at the moment, definitely focus on Siloam Springs. It will be growing. There's a lot of builders out there currently buying up land, D.R. Horton, Riverwood, and a couple others that have bought up land and started development out there. And so just be aware of that. Doesn't mean you're going to buy those homes. Just know the fact that there's a lot of development happening out there, and this is a good time to buy. It might be a little more challenging in about 3 years because as the 412 develops, it connects more with Tulsa. Homes will get more expensive. So if you're looking for some investment side of stuff, or you wanted to put, shelter some money somewhere, definitely pay attention to Siloam Springs because it's kind of a guaranteed win with the connection between Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas. And the third real estate deal you need to be paying attention to this upcoming fall/winter of 2023. This is going to be a new one to the list, so just pay attention to this because we're going to work some math here in a bit. We're going to do some forecasting. We're going to do some future guessing. We're going to put on our 2024, 2025 future hats for a second. So multifamily. Now hear with me for a second. The reason you want to be purchasing multifamily, usually multifamily is an investment style purchase. We're aware of that. Usually a lot of people don't buy multifamily for their first homes or even second homes or even think about buying multifamily. And usually they're a little bit more expensive, but for the price per square foot and what you get out of it, they're often a good deal. Now, the reason I want to put multifamily on the list and I want you definitely to be paying attention to is the fact that interest rates are high. And you're thinking like, wow, Phil, that's great. Interest rates are high. We're sitting at like 7%. That sounds like a great time to buy. Exactly. Because investors don't have as much liquid available cash to do things with. And so they're holding on to things now. Once interest rates go down back to 5 to 4%, 4.5%, who cares? They're going to have more liquid money available to purchase those multifamily investments, which will drive the price higher. So if you're looking for an investment strategy, if you're looking to buy into the area from investment side, definitely focus on multifamily. Even though you're probably going to get a 7% rate, that's fine because you'll be able to obviously refi in 2 years. You'll be able to you can do a buy down, for instance. You can make it work, but just know that this is probably some of the cheapest multifamily properties you can get for a long time because there's not much competition, because there's not much money out there being able to be deployed to buy this multifamily. So just be aware that if you're looking for multifamily, obviously let me know. But one of the things to be aware of is that multifamily is cheap right now and something to be aware of. And so keep that in mind. Multifamily, it might not be your cup of tea per se, but just be aware that multifamily is a good buy because of the interest rates. And especially in Fayetteville, because of the college area, it's always going to be just fine when it comes to rentals. So just be aware of that a lot of the investor side stuff don't want to be buying as much. And this is a great time for consumer level stuff like us to actually be buying in multifamily because the investors are a little scared and don't have as much liquid funds. Whoa. Before I jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, enter your name below. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? What kind of square footage you're looking for? What kind of bedrooms? What kind of bathrooms? All the things you want to know about your home before moving down to Northwest Arkansas, let me know in the information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? When are the farmers markets? What's going on downtown Rogers? Why is downtown Springdale doing so gosh dang well? What is going on with the Walmart Amphitheater? What new musical... So much going on here all the time. What new businesses are moving here all the time? Let me know. Just enter your name and email below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday, just kind of keeping you updated with all things NWA. But sadly, side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make it down to Northwest Arkansas. And the fourth real estate deal you need to be aware of this upcoming fall and winter in 2023. I mentioned this before and I'll say it again. Land. If you can, land is always, well, this is not financial advice, but land 99% of the time is a very safe investment. Now, if you look at the increase of land prices in the area, you're going to be like, what happened in the last couple of years? Yes, they have gone up quite a bit. Now, in my opinion, we're only in stage 1. We're at the starting line of the development of Northwest Arkansas. It hasn't even really, in my opinion, really hasn't even begun yet. That's for a different video. We have multiple stages after this of as things get developed and finished up over the next 5, 7, 10 years, a decade from now. Holding on to land, first of all, very cheap. Taxes are nothing here for when it comes to land. Holding on to land and buying 30, 40, 50, sometimes 10, sometimes 5 acres in a up and coming area, well worth it. If it's just a hold, knowing the fact that eventually it will be sold, to a developer, that is a good investment. So just keep that in mind. If you want it's not going to be income producing, and that's where you have to choose whether you want an income producing property with multifamily or something that you're baking heavy in equity for in the far future. Up to you, not a financial strategist here. But one thing to do is that land around here will serve you very well. And the fifth real estate deal for this upcoming 2023 season, this later 2023 season, before we talk about the secret deal, is going to be Centerton Small Homes. That's kind of a tongue twister. Centerton Small Homes. Interesting. Anyways, Centerton Small Homes, they usually range between 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. Usually they range anywhere from price range from like $180,000-ish for the smallest ones, all the way up to like $250-ish. It just varies by, obviously, square footage. But anyways, purchasing some of those smaller homes, getting closer to Bentonville, they're probably good for a nice rental property or even potentially for like a smaller family to live in. But that's something a good investment is because not everyone needs a 3-bedroom, 2-bath or the size of a 3-bedroom, 2-bath per se. And so having these kind of smaller homes, you can sometimes purchase multiple of them if you so choose to, or you can have kind of a family in the area. Long story short, these Centerton small homes are interesting. It's going to be kind of a trend in Northwest Arkansas because as people move into the area, not everyone truly, and I see this all the time, not everyone truly wants a yard. Not everyone truly wants, to be out in Bella Vista. Not everyone truly wants to have land. They want to move into the area to use the amenities, and they want actually minimal usage or minimum, like we call like maintenance of the actual area itself. And so a lot of times these could be rentals. They could be an investment property you live into for a couple of years and then turn into a rental. But long story short, it's a kind of an easy on-ramp into Northwest Arkansas when it comes to investment property, or even like maybe a small house for you potentially, and then you kind of maybe find a different house in the future. But just keep that in mind is that some of these smaller centered homes are very popular and they do honestly sell pretty quick. And the last one is my secret buy of the later part of 2023. And I've mentioned this little tidbits here and there through all my videos a little bit. And I'm going to be I'm going to be more bullish on the city of Springdale. So let's talk about Springdale. I take it back. I have a whole video on Springdale. But Springdale is, I would finally say, turning a page. Things are being developed in the downtown section of Emma Street on downtown Springdale. They've been working on this for a while. Things have been completed, but truly more investment is being poured into the downtown section of Springdale. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be buying commercial space in downtown Springdale. It's going to be probably expensive, obviously, but homes surrounding it, keep that in mind. If you look at how Bentonville started, keep that in mind. If you look at how the rail yard started in downtown Riders, keep that in mind. Homes are a lot more expensive there now. If you keep the idea of what happened in downtown Fayetteville, keep that in mind. Knowing that the last frontier for Northwest Arkansas is for downtown section is Springdale, at some point in the near future, because Tyson and JB Hunt that's going to be their downtown section, they're investing a lot of money into it. Just know that homes around that downtown section of Springdale, if you can purchase them, definitely worthwhile because eventually in the next couple of years I don't think it'll ever become the price point of Bentonville. That's just not realistic. But buying a $150,000 home around downtown Springdale would be a good purchase, knowing the fact that it will be worth a lot more as the downtown builds out. So that is my secret buy of the later part of 2023. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it to get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, see you next one.